So, welcome back, friends. Very sad to hear about the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. And it is fortunate that he just escaped, I would say so, from understanding the whole situation. But rather difficult, and it shows that how much the political scenario in the United States has got disturbed, with the voters being polarized, and looks like pretty difficult days in terms of presidential elections due later this year in November. But this was not something good. There could be extreme views, and a free and fair and elections is something which is always important in any democracy. There should be no fear. There should be every opportunity to whoever is in the field to come out and vote fearlessly. And anyway, we look forward to further disclosures as we go further. In India, there are many earth-shattering events that are taking place. Unfortunately, many have gone unnoticed in the backdrop of the Ambani wedding. many things which are happening beneath this surface have gone unnoticed. For example, you can see the by-polls, the results not being too favorable for the ruling party, which have just concluded, does not seem to be very favorable for the ruling party. And the reason that I am mentioning is that all this will be taken into account when the final budget document is presented. So this is one of the things. I feel that in February of this year, the interim budget that was presented was expected to be carrying many populist measures, did not. But this budget could carry some populist measures, particularly after yesterday's drubbing in the by-polls. All this is adding now. Now, what are the repercussions? See, the needs, the demands are so many, from Bihar, from Andhra Pradesh, from Maharashtra, where they have a scheme similar to the Ladli Behna scheme starting there. So 1 lakh crores Maharashtra wants now. Other 3 states also going for elections, they want money. Now, power sector wants, railways want, solar has to be encouraged, so many things. The government is happy to have received a special RBI dividend, yet all these factors, all these things will definitely have some bearing, because where will they be able to go and satisfy? Farmers are asking about subsidies, are asking about loan waivers, which I think itself can become a huge amount. So there is, the situation has, and on top of it, you have the analysts talking about Nifty reaching 13 lakhs and 24,300 levels by 2047. If you recollect, friends, I have told you time and again that whenever such outlandish comments about the markets start coming out, it is time to get a little fearful. That doesn't mean you should go and sell on Monday. There are people who watch my videos and Monday they will buy a put. No, I have also told you another thing. There is what is known as behavioral finance, where until each and every person, the small people, the vegetable sellers, the fruit sellers, all are not in the market, will sustain. Okay, so you need to look around yourself. Maybe you should ask your vegetable vendor that, have you started investing in the stock market? Ask your fruit vendor, have you started investing? What do you know about the Indian stock market? Is it worth? Give me some tips. If he's giving you, then you know it's time to get off the pedal. But I believe that the markets are in general priced for perfection. Very difficult scenario. Well, right now, more hopes will get built for the budget. But if there is even one thing that does not come out to be favorable, particularly in respect to capital gains, or in respect to options, taxes on them, or even curbing the investments by the retail investor in the F&O market, that can definitely, it's like being on top of the edge of the cliff and even a whiff of wind that comes can blow you apart. Need to be careful. In short, that's what I'm not trying to say more than anything else. Need to be very, very careful, friends. And in this context, we have designed a union budget package which will address what can happen as regards the Nifty, Bank Nifty are concerned before the budget. That means in this week, and what can happen thereafter. I think there will be a lot of action, and we have very tidily made this package, which sectors could benefit, and then after the budget is announced, we'll come back and tell you what sectors look likely now to benefit from the budget. So we'll be covering this in detail. So we're looking at total market as a whole, Nifty, Bank Nifty, and then the various sectors that can benefit before in terms of expectations and after the announcements. All right. What can go wrong also we'll be discussing in this package. It's dedicated, so whichever package, the others are there like daily predictions package and all that, but this is going to be focused entirely on the budget, and since that is the main thing right now, and don't take it lightly. Okay, there is a great amount of nervousness about retail participation in the F&O market, and also in the primary market, in the IPOs and all. Already there are talks about a 5 lakh limit coming, minimum requirement coming in for SME sector application. So all this, where this can spread, we will be discussing in this budget package. But do understand that markets are at crossroads. Don't be too ebullient. Do understand that there are many things that can which are hidden behind the scene. For example, look at the just I will take hardly 1 minute at the Kejriwal judgment, the interim bail that has been granted to him by the and I don't want to get into the politics of it, but just look at some of the words that were used by the Supreme Court judges, Sanjeev Khanna and Dipankar Datta. They are saying that clearly reason to believe, which is laid down under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, has to be distinguished and is not the same thing as grave suspicion. Okay, I think this all will have, and I have constraints of time in this video. Otherwise, I would have loved to explain you in detail. Maybe I will find some time in some other video that the provisions of the Money Laundering Act, the PMLA, Section 19, will be read rather differently. This should have made as a headline news, but instead we had the Ambani wedding making headlines. Okay, nonetheless, I would definitely recommend joining the budget package. And these types of things, if they are going to come out, different reading of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act will also have an impact from an economic perspective. Budget, too many demands on Nirmala Sitharaman ji. The money is not is there. Their government is flush with funds, but this much demand on the exchequer may cause them to go for something which may possibly not be liked by the markets. So friends, look forward to talking with you soon once again. God bless you all. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye-bye.